Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you two ways to do scars. One way using some waxing and another way using tissue, but we're gonna first kick it off with this wax skin, fake skin wax, however you call it. I will link a place where I brought another jar ad, and you can find these two right here at a Party City. I don't know if they have them everywhere, but in New York they have one, and we're gonna be using this one. Let me be the first to say this looked so disgusting, and this is how they both look. I think they both retailed around $2.99 if I'm not mistaken, and this is how they look, a closer look. So in case you guys want to know how they look in Party City, this is how they look. And it has hair, which just disgusted me even more, so I decided to use gloves. So the good thing about this is it does not smell or anything like that, and what we're going to want to do is just flatten it out so we're able to lay it on our skin, and we want to know how big it's supposed to be or if we need to make it even more flat. And this is how you want it to look. Of course, this is going on my arm, but if you want it anywhere else, mold it to that type of specific area that you want. And I'm mostly using my palms to flatten it out and the tips of my fingers. So once you get it as you want, you're going to want to lay it down on the area that you want, and if it doesn't fit the way you want, make it bigger or smaller. And now what I'm doing is I'm just pushing the ends of it down so it can mix into my regular skin and it won't look so lumpy. So now we're going to want to create a middle section, and we're just going to tug on it going back and forth, and this will give us a inside cut. That way we could be able to put our blood and all that good stuff in there. So just do as I'm doing here. I just grabbed whatever. You could use a brush to do this step too. Some of the side might have lifted because you were tugging, but that's totally fine. Just go back in and seal it. That way it could blend into your skin and it'll look so much more natural. And you should get some ugly stuff looking like this. It looks like a burnt mark, but ugh, it's disgusting. Now using this palette from BH Cosmetics, it'll be linked down below. We're just going to grab these two reds. One is dark and one is lighter, and we're using whatever flat eyeshadow brush, and we're gonna use this red to fill in our hole that we created. So just fill it in. So it doesn't have to be all neat, because when you fall, the ground is not like, oh, come back, let me make this cut even. So just go crazy. Now going back into this palette, we're going to grab a small little brush, and we're just going to grab black, and we're gonna put this on the outer area of the cut we fill in, if that makes sense. And the reason why we're doing this is that we want to create depth in our cut, and we want to make it seem deeper, and all that glorious blood will make it look so much more better. So again, you don't have to be neat, you just go crazy. And now we're going to go right back into the red, and we're going to put this all over to cover whatever is not covered. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. This is Halloween. Let your creativity run wild. If you want to run around with a whole lot of blood, run around with a whole lot of blood. Now going back into this palette, we're going to grab this dark silver and a light silver color and whatever eyeshadow brush, and we're just going to want to create bones. You could Google them to see how your bones look, so I just drew them right kind of on top of where mine would be at. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to show you guys how to do it using tissue paper. Tissue paper, you heard me. So we're just going to want to cut like a circle on our tissue paper, measure it on your skin, make sure it's the right size, and cut that sucker in half. Now I'm going to be using eyelash glue. You can use whichever glue you want, but I recommend this one because it'll be easier to take off with makeup remover. And we're just going to put this on the edge of our first tissue paper, and we're going to lay this sucker flat on our skin. we're going to do the same exact thing with the other side of the tissue paper. It is perfectly fine if you have them overlapping. That is totally okay. You don't worry about that, because the next step, we're going to start cutting little slits on it just like this, and you're gonna want to do it on the inner part and also on the outer part. So once we got that looking all like that, you're gonna want to start pinching both sides together like so. Be careful not to get your skin, because I got mine, and let me just say it hurt and it was no fun at all. But just pinch both of the sides in like that. Using the same exact palette, we're going to grab this red, and again the same exact brush, a flat eyeshadow brush, and we're going to do the same exact process as we did towards the other one. So we're going to fill in the middle with the reds. Don't forget to fill it all around too. And now, since this is paper, it's gonna be kind of hard to make sure you get everything, but that's okay. We're gonna put blood on it, so it will cover that mistake. And now we're gonna go in with black and create our dimension of how deep this cut is. Now, the good thing about tissue paper is you could go under and scrape it all in there, so that's the good part about working with tissue paper. Now, going back into silver, you could try white, but I don't think it'll show off that much, so that's why I went silver. I just drew one bone for the fact that it was more up and the other bone is more down. So now, the glorious moment of fake blood. I purchased this at Target, and you could get this little brush at Target too, or anywhere else. And not to be messy or anything like that, I just put blood into a little plate like this I could dispose, and I started soaking in my brush the tips. And now what we're gonna do is just go crazy with the blood. Put it all around it, just like I'm doing here. You're going to want to make sure you don't cover your bones, because we really want that to show, just for the fact that our cuts or scars are going to be too deep in, so do not cover the silver part. Blood really is everything, because look how much it changes this one right here. You need blood. Like, you really do need blood for Halloween. Changes the whole look of stuff. Look at these bad boys. Can we just soak that in? Wow. Now, if you want a little bit more blood, you could totally do a little bit more blood. So just go crazy with the blood and put it all over your skin. This blood did not irritate my skin, so if you guys have any concern like that, again, I purchased the big bottle at Target. I want to say it was maybe $4.99 or maybe $5.99. I don't quite recall, but yeah, this is how the finished product should be looking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and favorite this video or like it, because you would be coming back to this video on some of my other looks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and happy first Halloween makeup tutorial.